NBA YoungBoy is known for catchy rhymes and hard bars, but there's something also scary about him that causes other rappers to not get in his way or be on his bad side. With gang affiliations and being from the streets, YoungBoy also seems to have an interest for violence, which causes other rappers to shake at the knees. But why is this? Well, make sure you stick around, as we're about to take a look at why rappers are really scared of NBA YoungBoy. You won't believe what he's done.
Interact with us. Subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Thanks.
NBA YoungBoy's personality was formed at a young age. Kentrell Gaulden was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana on October 20th, 1999. Gaulden fractured his neck as a toddler while wrestling, necessitating the use of a head brace until the spine recovered. On his forehead, the brace caused lasting scars. Due to his father's 55-year prison sentence, Gaulden was reared primarily by his maternal grandmother. He was arrested for robbery and transferred to a correctional institution in Tallulah, Louisiana, after dropping out of high school. He began writing lyrics for his debut album while he was there. Gaulden's grandmother died of heart failure after he was freed from the jail camp, so he moved in with NBA 33, a fellow Baton Rouge rapper, also known as OG3. The two then began to pay for studio time by committing petty crimes. Gaulden was arrested in November 2016 in Austin, Texas, on accusations of attempted first-degree murder in connection with a robbery. Gaulden re-released 2 mixtapes, Before I Go, Reloaded, and Mind of a Menace 3, Reloaded, while in jail in East Baton Rouge Parish, with songs such as Win or Lose, Don't Matter, and Too Much. After accepting a plea deal and posting bail, Gaulden was released from prison in May 2017. Gaulden released the single Untouchable a week after he was freed from prison. Following a probation breach earlier in 2019, Gaulden was sentenced to 14 months of home arrest. He was unable to record songs anywhere other than his home due to his house detention. Gaulden released the aptly titled single House Arrest Tings on September 25, 2019. NBA YoungBoy gets into more trouble with the law. Gaulden was detained by U.S. Marshals before a concert in Austin, Texas, on November 28, 2016, on suspicion of stepping out of a car and opening fire on a gathering of individuals in a South Baton Rouge street. Gaulden was charged with attempted murder on 2 counts. Gaulden was imprisoned for attempted first-degree murder until August 2017. In response to his arrest, he stated, "I don't believe they specifically target anyone, but if you have a name, they'll know who you are. If you do something, they'll come for you. And whoever you're with and whatever they do, you will be held responsible." That's how it went down. He pleaded guilty to aggravated assault with a firearm instead of 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder. He was condemned to a suspended 10-year prison sentence and 3 years of active probation in August 2017. Then, in February 2018, Gaulden was detained before a show at Tallahassee's Moon nightclub. In Georgia, Gaulden was wanted for allegedly committing assault, weapons offenses, and kidnapping. Shortly after his arrest, hotel security footage of Gaulden punching someone was leaked. He was released from prison in March after posting $75,000 in bail. It didn't stop there, though. While on probation, Gaulden was involved in a shooting in Miami in May 2019, in which he apparently retaliated after a shooter in a black Cadillac Escalade opened fire, wounding Gaulden's girlfriend and murdered a bystander. Though Gaulden's charges for the shooting were dropped, he was found in the company of Ben Fields and Trollendrick Boomer Norman, violating a special condition of his probation. The judge sentenced him to 90 days in jail, barred him from performing for the next 14 months, and sentenced him to house arrest with electronic monitoring for the remainder of his sentence. Gaulden's probation for 2 counts of attempted murder was formally terminated on December 13, 2019. In December of 2019, he was sentenced to a year of probation for the case he had against his ex-girlfriend, Jania. He's currently residing in Los Angeles, California. Do you think those are the end of his legal issues? Well, you'd be wrong. Gaulden was one of the 16 people arrested in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in September 2020 on allegations that included narcotics distribution and production, as well as possession of stolen firearms. There was no indication that he had any guns or drugs on him him at the time of the arrest, his lawyer said. Golden was detained in March 2021 by federal investigators who were carrying out a federal warrant. Officers attempted to serve the warrant by stopping a vehicle with Golden inside, but Golden fled on foot. Golden was apprehended and arrested on federal criminal charges after a search that included the use of a canine. Golden removed all of his social media accounts, including his Instagram and Twitter accounts, after learning of his arrest. By this time, I think you have a clear idea of why rappers are careful around NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy threatens Frito Bang. YoungBoy Never Broke Again has announced that his new album, Top, will be released on September 11th. While many of his followers were ecstatic with the news, it appears that an unanticipated scheduling problem irritated at least one of them. It appears that NBA competitor and Baton Rouge native Frito Bang has already planned to release new music on the same day. He has responded to the news with a post on his Instagram stories that stated, "Guess me and my son dropping together," along with 2 laughing emojis. YoungBoy was not amused by the snide remark, and he responded with a violent threat, adding, "I'ma grab you and bang your frightening ass." He also attached a video to further demonstrate his displeasure with the issue, calling Frito out in multiple ways. NBA YoungBoy's gang. Prosecutors say a disagreement between 2 rival Baton Rouge rap groups led to a deadly Mother's Day 2019 shooting in Florida that killed a bystander hundreds of feet away. NBA, Never Broke Again, and TBG, Top Boy Gorilla, are the 2 groups. The NBA group was created by Kentrell Galden, who goes under the stage name NBA YoungBoy. TBG member Lit Yoshi, whose real name is Mayoshi Edwards, was involved as well. One could replace the words rap groups with gangs, since they are basically the same thing when they're out for violence. A local prosecutor alleged in a recent court statement in Edwards' case that shortly after Galden, 21, and his group were ambushed outside the Trump International Hotel in Miami on Mother's Day, Edwards was recorded on a jail phone call detailing the shooting. It's the first time prosecutors have tied the fatal Miami shooting to a rap rivalry in Baton Rouge. According to the February 3rd lawsuit, Edwards and another known TBG member made statements regarding the NBA group and the shooting during the prison conversation. Edwards, 22, was not prosecuted in the Miami incident, but he faces 7 counts of attempted first-degree murder in connection with 2 gunshots in Baton Rouge last year that injured 3 adults and 2 children. The shootings in Baton Rouge on April 6th and July 4th were linked to a rap feud, according to authorities. The fact that NBA YoungBoy has a gang behind him means that other rappers prefer to stay clear of him. Who would go looking for trouble with them, unless you're stupid? The fact that NBA YoungBoy grew up on the streets since his young days means he's a much tougher individual to contend with. I wouldn't mess with him, and neither do rappers with any kind of street smarts. Everybody depend on me. I can't F up. I ain't the only person that I'm hurting. If I was given $1 billion to do life in jail, I'd do it and give the money to my family. NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy cannot afford to go to jail, but still he gets involved in violent confrontations. That may be an indication of someone who reacts to situations, which makes him dangerous. It comes across as if he is unstable, but maybe purposefully so to scare possible opponents in the future. What's your take on NBA YoungBoy? Do you think his reputation is scary enough? Let us know your answers in the comments down below.